Hey guys, Thor here. Welcome to EQ Gaming and more American McGee's Alice. On the last episode, we made it through the land of fire and death to the Jabberwock's lair. Let's do it.
You've kept me waiting, Alice. Have you never heard that punctuality is a virtue?
You and my dentist's assistant have much in common.
You're habitually late, aren't you? Between your dim-witted daydreaming and your premium vanity, the hours just fly by. There's barely time for anything else.
That the best you can do? Hurl second-rate insults, they don't hurt.
Your family was expecting you to come to them, weren't they? Perhaps they thought you might warn them of the danger, being close to the source as you were. But they waited in vain, didn't they? And died for their trouble.
We were all asleep. It was an accident.
Selfish, misbegotten, and unnatural child. You smelled the smoke, but you were in dreamland taking tea with your friends. You couldn't be bothered. Your room was protected and spared, while your family upstairs roasted in an inferno of incredible horror.
So after that amazing speech to demoralize us, now we get to fight the Jabberwock, who's not doing much of anything other than just sit there. Oh, and shoot a laser at us. Which, like, came out of nowhere. This isn't too hard of a fight. Just have to try and stay back from him, not sit in the fires. Over here and pick this up. So yeah, as you saw, we just got insta-killed. So anyway, he has a few different attacks. The first he'll shoot that laser at us. He'll also shoot that fire, and of course if we get too close, he'll probably swipe at us. I don't know why I decided I was gonna do that, but hey. Also, as you see right there, he'll also make some of those little dinosaurs appear. Oh, do that. Let's kill this guy because he'll give me a bit of extra life when he dies. Don't know if I actually did pick that up, but I wanted to get out of there before I got fire. And yeah, he will swipe at us, as you just saw. I'm gonna quick save here. Ah, laser. And now we're on like purple fire. Look at that. Just got zapped too by that. Ah, don't do that. Somewhat difficult of a fight, but it's not too bad. Just not as hard as the later fight though, which we'll get to out when the time comes, but we already won this fight. As you can see, the Griffin came along and like knocked his eye out.
The troops are gathered, everything is ready. I'll deal with the Jabberwock. You are our champion. Lead us to victory in Queensland.
Sounds like an amusement park. Queensland! And now we get the final piece of the Jabberwock's eye salve, which actually gives it to us as a weapon. And we're heading on back to Caterpillar's plot. Jabberwock's eye staff, as the Cheshire Cat said, is an immensely powerful weapon. Its primary attack, he charges up, and you fire a laser, which will go as long as you hold down the left mouse button. When you let go of the mouse button, it will fire an explosive bolt at wherever it was at. Its secondary attack, you charge up for as long as you want, and when you're done charging, it'll rain down a bunch of meteors where you're at. So yeah, this is a very powerful weapon, which is getting me killed because I was frozen. That was an interesting way to die. Try and see if I can show you this attack a little bit more. You can charge it up to fully drain your will, and then just completely let loose with the whole barrage of meteors, which, as you see, will fall down all over the place, dealing heavy damage to several nearby enemies. It may not be the most cost-efficient attack, but it's an attack, and can actually be pretty useful if you're being surrounded by a bunch of. So now if we come over here, we actually see Humpty Dumpty. Looking pretty creepy, but he's not important. What's important is what's next to him. If we push that brick in, it'll open up a little secret passageway down here. Which, if we head into it, we get this. If you miss this weapon now, you can't get this weapon until the final boss, so it's worth it to pick up.
A blunderbuss in the hands of a blockhead is a catastrophe waiting to happen. You're not a dunderhead, but exercise great care.
When we get to an area with a bunch of enemies, I'll show you what this beast does. Because yes, it is a freaking beast. So we actually have all the weapons now. So now what we need to do is head on over to the Majestic Maze with our new weapon. Let's ignore that guy, even though he somehow attacked me. I'll just pick this up and everything will be fine. Alright, let's show you what this thing does. You fire it. It drains your full will bar, but it pretty much decimates everything on screen. Don't even think I have enough to power it up. But yeah, it drains a full bar of will, but it will decimate like everything that's currently on screen, and possibly even some things that aren't. So this is even more useful than the Eye Staff when it comes to dealing with enemies with a group of enemies. You know, if they're all huddled together, there's nothing they can do other than get blown to smithereens. Oh god, get up there. Get the fuck up there, Jesus Christ. Get up! God! Let's take care of this guy real quick. So yeah, the Eye Staff is pretty damn useful because of its power, but it does drain your will quite a bit, so it's not overly useful against singular enemies. That's like creepy wall of like
only the Jabberwock's
souls.
Eye Staff can pry them open.
So yeah, pretty much telling me what you have to do. You need to blast the eye. You need to blast it with the Eye Staff, which I think it's pretty cool that they let you do that yourself. And now that we're going to be moving on to the next area, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode off here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time for the Majestic Maze as we enter the Queen of Hearts land. Peace out.